Hey, before we get started today, just a quick shout out and a welcome to the ton of new subscribers that recently subscribed to this channel and got so many views off that video about painting railroad tracks white. So, thank you and welcome to all of you. I also want to apologize for not having a video yesterday on Monday. Normally, this channel uploads Monday through Friday, but where I live in Ohio, we had a tornado on Sunday. Everybody's okay in my house, but we are without power right now, so I apologize for the echo in the background. I'm having to record this from a hotel room, so just it's life, but the show must go on. Why do railroads haul so many tank cars? I'm Mark Magania, and this is Railroad Economics, where we try to explain why the railroads do what they do and how the business really works. The simple answer is that railroads are incredibly good at moving large amounts of liquid. Many of the products we use every day are liquids or chemicals, and they often need to travel hundreds of miles, even thousands of miles from where they were produced to where they are needed. Moving those products by truck works for shorter distances, works really well. But once you're talking about hundreds of miles and massive volumes, rail becomes the logical and economical choice. When most people think of tank cars, they probably think about crude oil. That is certainly one use, but it's only a small part of the picture. Tank cars carry gasoline, diesel fuel, ethanol, liquid fertilizer, cooking oils, corn syrup, sulfuric acid, chlorine, and countless other industrial chemicals. Many of the products used to manufacture plastics, paints, cleaning supplies, and even pharmaceuticals spend part of their journey inside a railroad tank car. Another advantage is the efficiency. A single freight train can move the equivalent of hundreds of truckloads while using far less fuel per ton of cargo. That helps lower transportation costs while reducing highway congestion. For industries that receive large quantities of liquid products, rail is just the most practical option. Of course, not every liquid moves by rail. Some products are transported through pipelines, while others travel entirely by truck. The choice usually comes down to distance, volume, and where the shipment needs to go. Rail fills an important middle ground by connecting refineries, chemical plants, ethanol producers, food processors, and manufacturing facilities across North America. So the next time you're waiting for a freight train to go by, take a closer look at all those tank cars. They may appear similar from the outside, but the chances are they're carrying a wide variety of different products that keep factories running, businesses operating, and store shelves stocked. They're another reminder that railroads aren't just moving trains, they're moving the raw materials that help power the economy. Thank you so much for watching Railroad Economics. If you liked this video, I'd really appreciate it if you could subscribe or hit the like button or something, or maybe just watch the next one. Thank you so much.